Hey, hey everybody, it's Justin. Let's try this again. I had put one in and apparently my mic settings were off. There was audio issues that were unable to be resolved on this episode. We lose Alyssa probably for the last about 12 minutes. So I do apologize for that. I believe I have fixed the audio issues, so this should be a one-off. We'll see how the robot does with the two that we've recorded since. But apologize for the issues, and hope you enjoy the episode.
LifeLock, how can I help?
The IRS said I filed my return,
But I haven't.
1 in 4 tax-paying Americans has paid the price of identity fraud.
What do I do?
My refund, though.
I'm freaking out.
Don't worry, I can fix this.
LifeLock fixes identity theft guaranteed and gets your money back with up to $3 million in coverage.
I'm so relieved.
No problem. I'll be with you every step of the way.
1 in 4 was a fraud-paying American. Not anymore. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
It's Deprogram, the podcast where we try to get you into a band. Today it's an artist, not a band. How about that, Justin? Maybe you should get it right. I'm loving it. Mac Miller. Sometimes you push record and you don't know what's actually going to come out of your mouth. This is one of those instances. I had no idea what I was going to say. I didn't think about it at all. I just hit record and here we are. So actually, technically speaking, I think you put this on the board, Bryan. So talk to me about Mac Miller and why you needed to be here to talk about Mac Miller.
So the reason I picked Mac Miller, it's kind of like a public service announcement for everyone here. So in 2020, this is not like COVID related because I listen to music all day anyway while I work. But I noticed that like I call myself a music lover and I love music, but like I was only listening to the same thing. Like my Spotify was all just like Pearl Jam, Nirvana, Guns N' Roses, Tool, and that was basically it. And I'm like, I need to, expand. I've seen too many of my generation so I'm like a younger generation Xer. But there's too many of us that are just, any music past 1998 is terrible. So I decided that I need to start, opening myself up and listening to other stuff. And so in 2020, I started listening to any new albums that came out. Like anything new that came out, I was going to listen to it. And one of them was Circles by Mac Miller. And I knew one song, Good News, had been playing on the radio. And I'll tell you, when I decided to listen to it, I didn't even know he was a rapper. I had no idea because Good News is like not a rap song. So like I had no idea that he was a rapper. And I listened to the album, and then I was telling my daughter how I was getting into it, and she's like, "Oh my God, Mac Miller is awesome!" Like, so then I started like deep diving more into him. And so as I deep dove, being, growing up in the 90s, I mean, instantly when I listened to a Blue Slide Park, which is very upbeat, rock, lots of rock beats to it. And I'm like, that was like my total jam. And then I started getting deeper into the catalog, and there was like the vibey stuff, like the super vibey stuff. And I was like, it just grew on me. And now, like 2 years later, he's like my number 3 most listened to artist on Spotify. And it's, yeah, like, and these artists I never listened to, until 2020. Like the Killers put out a new album in 2020. I played that. I had never even like heard of it. I had no idea who they even were. Like the Killers, they're huge. How did I not hear of them? So like, because I was just so closed off. So I think, you know, it's just and it's really like awesome like what you do here because like you're exposing yourself to stuff that you've never listened to either, all like every week. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's just to get it out there that just because it came out in 2017 doesn't mean it's not good. Like there's so much good stuff out there, and like Mac is definitely one of the artists that I like totally latched onto. Um, and it's just it's opened up a whole nother world. Like I haven't listened to hip hop since the early '90s, and I listened to some like Eminem in the early 2000s, but that's about it. Um, so yeah, it's mostly just getting it out there. So the other people in their mid 40s out there, or mid 50s, or even like the older like millennials, is they as they get older and they say, oh, there's no good music past 2002. They just get out there and just your parents weren't happy when you were you know blasting like Nirvana in your room in 1992. Yeah, I just didn't want to be there. So, and this is a guy that I just latched onto. Um,
I mean, it's funny you bring that up because the aforementioned, this is a deprogrammed first. We've never had a parent and their child on a panel. Alyssa, why is Mac Miller your entry point here? Like what made you go, okay, this is the one that I'm going to jump in here. I want to talk about Mac Miller.
So, the real reason really is that my dad went, I'm gonna do Mac Miller on this podcast, get in so that we can do it. And I was like, all right, fine. I'd also like to add, in case anybody doesn't know, Mac Miller has passed away. Of he was murdered. Um, he died of an accidental fentanyl overdose. And as funny as it is, and sad, well, it's not funny, as sad as it is, a fun story to come out of that is when my dad started listening to the Circles album, he had no idea.
no idea.
We were sitting in a breakfast place in our town, and we're going over what kinds of vinyls he wants to buy with this new record player that he had just got, and we're talking about the Circles album, and he's like, yeah, I can't wait for Mac Miller's next album. I have no idea what it's gonna be. And I had to be the bearer of bad news and tell him that one of his favorite artists had actually been dead when that
like 2 years.
album was released. For 2 years, yeah. So that was not fun. He actually almost cried in the breakfast place.
I was physically shook. So waitress came over and asked if I was okay. She's like, "Are you okay?" And she goes, "He just found out Mac Miller died."
Yeah. So that is a real thing that happened. I got into Mac Miller after he passed away because I saw a video of him and Ariana Grande performing one of their songs on the Divine Feminine album. My favorite part is the song, and I just loved the energy that he brought into a room. I loved the energy that the two of them had, and I just decided to get into it, and the Divine Feminine became one of my favorite albums. Mac Miller's been my #1 artist on Spotify for, I believe, 2 years in a row.
Wow.
So he's a daily listen for me, and I think he just kind of has a vibe for everything, sad, happy, frat rap.
Yeah.
Pretty much everywhere I go, I feel like he's just kind of like a friend in your corner, you know what I mean?
That's a great way to put it, because like I didn't know anything about Mac really coming into this other than I remember, I couldn't pinpoint a year, but I remember Twitter kind of exploding about him. Um, and just everybody was kind of talking about it. I'm like, who is this dude? And like, I think I might have been like knee deep in the radio station or something. So I didn't have time to explore, new artists. And I feel like maybe a year or two after that, I remember Twitter explodes again because he passed. And I was like, who is this dude? And so like I didn't know really what to expect at all, but I feel like you just nailed what my experience was going through this discography was, there's a vibe for everything. Specifically that first record, I had a real hard time, and we'll get into the specifics of songs and such, but like a real hard time pinning down like what this dude is, and like how do I present him going forward. So I guess to that question, and we did have to leave out a lot. We basically kind of just went with the studio albums. When you go about picking your 20 for this list, Bryan, like how did you have kind of like that same problem trying to figure it out?
Yes, for some case. So yes. So as I said before, Blue Side is my favorite. Swimming is catching up to it, but Blue Side's my favorite because it hit my old school rap feel. Like it hit me in all like the '90s feels. I don't know if you felt that too, but it just hit me like right where I live. So originally I had like 14 songs. I'm like, well, I can't have 14 songs with a rock beat when when there's so much more to Discog. So I think on my original like passing, I had over 40 songs, and then it was brutal. I got it down to like the 30s, and then I'm like, well, how do I said, like I want to keep a good amount of the faster beat songs, but he also has so many that like it's tough too. Like I'm sure you have this all the time. Like when I first listened to the swimming album like a year ago, I was like, because I listened to most of my music while I'm driving, so like I had a real tough time getting into it because it was just so vibey, and I'm like, it's like too slow. But like, it's got to hit you at the right time and the right place. So I was trying to find the songs that would feel the hit. Like you could put these songs on, you have a good mix, you'll catch a vibe. I keep saying catch a vibe because I got that from my daughter. She says it all the time. Like, it was tough. It was tough, but I think I have a good 20 here that hits on everything that Mac Miller is. It took a couple of weeks.
Yeah. So this being your first time here, Alyssa, like, I mean, you knew the discography going in, but did you approach the discography different, knowing that you can only have 20 songs to bring here?
Yeah, I did. As soon as I heard that we were in the clear, we were in the get-go, I went through and I went through every Spotify considered album. So I had Macadelic and Faces on there as well. And I just took one or two songs that I really, really felt represented each album and threw them on a piece of paper and called it a night. And then when we had when we had decided to go with just the Wikipedia studio albums, it cut me a little bit, just because I obviously that's way too big of a lineup to go through in just about an hour or so, but it I just kept those songs off of the studio albums we went with, and I really carefully considered the next my next move and really listened through. I had trouble with watching movies with the sound off and Good AM. Those two albums I hadn't really listened to all the way through really, really deeply up until I needed like a couple more songs, and I didn't think I was giving them enough credit if I didn't really listen to them. And I think that honestly, they're becoming two of my favorite Mac albums right now, just because of everything about them. I just think is insane.
So I I really was drawn to watching movies on my first pass. And so this is a guy you used the words carefully considered, and there was a lot of careful consideration on my part here, because I had to do a lot of separation of what I'm liking, what's hitting nostalgia, what is this guy. I had a lot of, so I'll say this. Watching movies was difficult because it's a clear step different from everything else. So like, as I'm carefully considering it, I'm like, okay, I love this. This screams to me because it's kind of weird, but where does that sit in his entire discography? You need that full picture to kind of do this correctly. You brought up the Divine Feminine, Alyssa. If pressed, if somebody pressed me to say what's your favorite Mac record, I don't have a ton of experience with all these, but that was the one that I found the most difficult to cut from. As I'm going through it, I'm like, I could see this fitting. I could see this fitting. I could make a case for this. I could make a case for this. That's where I found the hardest cuts. The last three really, Divine Feminine, Swimming, and Circles, when you talk about vibing, I caught an entire vibe. Like listening to those three records, I just kind of sat there and took all three of them in, and I'm like, well, this is difficult, and that's the best way to put it, because this can go so many different ways. I think we have an agreeable artist, but I have a feeling that we're going to see a lot of the discography today. That's how I'll put it. So that moves us to the next question, Bryan. Based on everything that's just been kind of said, how many do you think for the final say that we're going to get through unanimous?
Okay. So I did try to game a little bit and listen to your other shows where you talked about rap artists
Mm-hmm.
to see where because Alyssa, although I don't know what she picked, I do know her jam, and she's more into lyrics. She's big into lyrics. I'm more big into music. So I was trying to figure out, like, well, what about Justin? Like, where would he be?
Yeah.
Boy, and I'm going to tell you, I didn't expect to hear what I heard from you. So, yeah, because movies was tough for me because that was so weird. But I should have figured that you'd be into that weird stuff.
Yeah.
So boy, where am I gonna find you guys? You know what? I'm just gonna go with 4.
4. All right.
I'm gonna go with 4. It should be 20 because I picked the 20 best songs. But but I will go. I'm gonna go with 4.
So I proposed this, or I talked to you about this before we recorded, Alyssa, and you said I already know my number. Has that number changed since having this part of the discussion, or are you sticking with your guns?
Well, I had 4.
Oh, yoinked.
Yeah. So I'm honestly, with what you said, I'm gonna go with 5.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. I feel like watching movies is tough, but for my dad, and I do know his jam, but I also did my own digging, and I did hear a little bit of what you do like, what you don't like, your affinity for first track on an album, and
Wow, she gamed you. She gamed you too.
yep. So yeah, I'm gonna go with 5 because as much of the discography as we're gonna go through, I think there are some clear winners on each one.
It does feel like 4 does feel like the right number to, kind of pat you both on the back. 4 feels like the right number. 5 feels like maybe we hit those 4 and then one of us says one that feels like it's probably not, but we get it. So now the question becomes, do I one up y'all with positivity, or do I take us down into the negativity pits? I mean, 5 feels doable. 6 seems like it might be out of reach because there's a lot of ground to cover. 3 feels too low, though. Shoot. I'm gonna go double dose of positivity. I'm going 7. Double dose of positivity.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, look, chances are 6 and 3 are probably wrong. It's it's likely to be either 4 or 5. So, might as well really get into the positivity there. So we're going to take a quick pause, and I'm not going to actually push any buttons this time. This is going to be weird, y'all. It's not going to be any different for y'all, but it's going to be different for me. And we'll be right back to play the game. It's Deprogrammed. Start your road to fitness with the Hard Work Works fitness app. For all ability levels, full gym, no problem. What's included? Over 200 workout plans available for every situation, from a full gym to no equipment at all. Nutrition guide to help you stay on track, and all of this is only $10 a month. There's a special offer for Deprogram listeners. Use promo code STUPID and get your first month free. The Hard Work Works fitness app. Decide, commit, succeed, and join the hustle today. And with that, the name of the game is Deprogrammed. The 3 of us have combed through the sort of studio discography. That's what we'll call it. The studio discography of Mac Miller, and plucked out 20 songs that we're now going to mash together in an attempt to create a top 10 starter kit for you, in case you have never given Mac Miller the time of day. And you know what? I'm going to start here because I don't have a clear path. I don't have a game plan here. So this is a song that's already come up. It was high on my list, like for priorities to get this in, and hearing it kind of like when I asked the question, this was one of the songs that came back to me, or when I asked listeners, hey, what's Essential Mac Miller? This song came back to me. It's already been brought up. So I'm going here. My favorite part.
I don't have it.
Oh,
you said that was the song that got you into.
Here's the thing. I love that song. Some of my favorite songs are not on this list because what I think fully represents Mac Miller is honestly different from my rational opinion.
No, like,
gotcha.
I appreciate you doing the hard work. I mean,
Wow.
that is really hard to do, to separate that when you're really into an artist. But all right, I mean, look, we got 2, and I feel like a 2 is going to be really good on this list. So
Yeah.
All right, Bryan.
Yeah. All right. Well, now I have no idea where to find Alyssa. Okay. I don't know my kids, but okay. You know what? I'm still gonna go with, I think, lyrics, and I'm gonna go with Hurt Feelings.
No.
Wow, I got it.
All right. Kid, I don't know what you're doing.
It was a tough cut. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It really hurt to cut it.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of everything to it. It's like, yeah, good song.
Well, as I pointed out, and I will reiterate this point, I think those last 3 records are going to be hard to find the common ground because those 3 really stood out to me. So,
yeah.
All right, Alyssa?
All right, well, I'm going to jump us all the way back to Blue Slide Park, and I'm going to say Party on Fifth Ave.
Yes.
No.
Wait, what? Did you say?
No, I know.
Serious?
I know, because I limited myself to a certain amount of of Blue Slide songs because I had picked 14 originally.
Uh-huh.
So I just had to. Oh my God.
My shoe
I had
in.
to
I
make
knew. The "Let Me Clear My Throat" sample. Are you
Right.
kidding me?
I
That's what I was gonna say. That is precisely what I was gonna say. So I have
Yeah.
I have a tie to that two ways. Number one, just because the "Let Me Clear My Throat" sample, just the song.
Yep.
But in high school, we actually played that in marching band. So like I got
Yeah.
a double whammy of not insomnia of I just got a double whammy with this. So the song starts playing and I'm
Yeah.
like. And then I got taken back to listening to the radio, this coming on the radio, and then I got taken back to high school marching band. So that was there was no way this was not going on my list. So
Oh man.
all right, well,
And I talked about it hit me in the 90s nostalgia. That's what I said. That's about Blue Slide Park. And I didn't take the song that has the biggest 90s rap anthem.
I mean, I wasn't going to point that out, but
Yeah.
self-awareness is key, friend. All right.
Mhm.
All right. Well, shoot. Shoot. This makes it a lot harder. I feel like I don't know where you guys are. All right, I'll go with something weird. How about Objects in the Mirror?
Have it.
Yes.
Hey,
Let's go.
We got one.
of all the ones, I mean,
Yeah,
clearly it stands out, but like,
Yes.
I think
Yes.
honestly, it stands out because it really truly sounds like his first confrontation with his own addiction.
mm,
For a slight background, Macadelic, the EP, is where he really starts getting experimental because it's where he starts taking hard drugs. There's a whole song about it in the album. It's his first time taking his quote unquote vitamins,
mm,
and just tripping absolute balls. And it's the first time in the whole album to me where he fully like kind of realizes this isn't just fun and games. This is where I know that I'm stuck now. Like just one taste and you know she's got you. That's a line from the song and it's got him.
yeah, yeah. Go through the worst to reach the ecstasy when your imagination's on pretend. I never thought it would feel this way. You never taught me how to heal the pain. Like that's the line that's playing right now. And
Yeah.
this was one where like the beat brought me in, but like what I like about this song and this record in particular is because of the weirdness. Sure, I'll get brought in, but I'm not paying attention as much to the beat. I'm paying more attention to him and then going backward to the beat. So it's like I could listen to what he was saying, and I didn't nail it the way you broke it down, Alyssa, but I guarantee you that is what looped me in. Is anytime somebody's kind of like confronting their addiction, like it strikes a chord with me. And so like I'm guessing that was the chord that struck with me, and then here it is. We got it.
Yeah.
We got it.
Uh,
Yeah. Like I said, she's gonna be drawn more towards lyrics than I will. So that's why I tried going lyrics, but
All right.
all right,
We got one. All right.
our you know what? I'm gonna go with the single that brought me in, and I picked it because again, I listened to the song originally on the radio and I had no idea that he was a rapper. So I'm going with Good News.
Nope.
I do not have that one either. I cannot
Oh,
save you.
God. What the trash. All right.
Well, I mean, again, this is one of those things that was bound to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, when I first heard that song, it sounds like a singer songwriter song. Does it sound like a rapper? So it's, all right.
All right. Let me find that on this list. All right. Alyssa?
Well then, I guess there's only two albums we haven't hit yet, so let me give Good AM Some Love and go When in Rome.
Yes.
Okay, I can't save, so I don't have it, but it's got 2.
All right.
I don't remember where
Three,
that
two.
dropped out. I know for a fact it made my first cut.
Yeah.
I think it was a late, like 25, 26 type cut. I don't remember
Yeah.
where it hit
I,
the
I
floor.
had it toward my bottom. Just the chorus was a little annoying. The when in Rome. And I was like, I like the whole rest of the song. I'm not so big on that part, but it did make the list. So.
All right, well, it's got 2, so I mean, that might that might get it in at this point. There's
Yeah.
still plenty of gameplay, so all right, where do I go? None of these feel safe. Okay. How about self-care?
I don't have it.
No, do not.
Oh,
I know.
oh.
I know.
That one to me is scary. If you don't know, that is one of the biggest single off of that album, and it's probably why you saw it blow up on Twitter for the first time you heard about Mac Miller.
Mm-hmm.
It came out right after his breakup with Ariana Grande, and everyone thought it was about her and his drug addiction and why they split. But the scary thing about it is the music video is him getting buried and just not caring about the fact that he's considered dead, and just lighting matches just to light him and use up his oxygen.
Wow. Yeah. I get. Well, all right.
Yeah, it's a little dark, but it's just one of those things where it was the last album he released.
Yeah.
That's what makes it kind of terrifying.
Yeah. All right. Well, that would have been, maybe I should have went out and looked. I get this a lot. People go, "Have you seen the video?" And most of the time, it's
Right.
used as this is the reason why, because the video rules.
Yeah.
This is the first time I think I've heard anybody say, "Yeah, it's actually kind of scary." So,
Yeah.
all right, Bryan.
Yeah. So okay. All right. So yeah, it's woof. All right. Okay. I'm going to. All right. Okay. So I'm going to bring us back up with which is what currently is like my go-to song. Especially it's a good mood song, so we'll bring it back up. It's got a funk beat that I just can't quit. It's playing in my mind right now, so I hope you guys have it. It is What's the Use?
Yes.
Okay. No, I don't have that one either. I thought I did, but apparently I don't. But it's got 2.
Yeah, that beat, it's just it's so good.
All right, Alyssa.
All right. Let me go back. See. Oh, let me hit circles real quick. Let me go Blue World.
Yes.
Okay. No. But that one was like 21, 22. That's like one of those ones where like you're painfully going through and something's got to go. And I was like, well, I guess this one.
Boy, we're gonna have a lot of discussion with these twos.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, to that point, we're almost out of NTP with just 2s. So,
Right.
there we go. All right. I don't know where y'all are. I'll go with another one that came up when I asked the question. What is essential Mac? Dang.
Yes.
You know what? I only added it literally 20 minutes ago, right, or more than 20 minutes ago, right before we started.
Oh God. So you have it.
I do have it.
Hey.
All right. Dang. There we go.
All right. Hold on. There it is.
So was that all 3 of us?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All 3. It's got 3 names.
you know.
All right.
So
Yeah,
again, I got to point out, like, this is normally, I don't want to say a no-no for me, but like a song with a feature typically is not going to get through for me, like especially on a tight discography like this where you're looking for whatever reason to make a cut. But
right.
this beat is so smooth, and
Yeah.
I just found myself, we talked about just catching a vibe, and like this is the second track on the record, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh. And I feel like from this point on was where I was just locked into like those last three records, just from Dang all the way through. I was just like in. So there was no denying this one for me.
My favorite part is the combination of his frat rap lyrics with such a smooth album. I
Mhm.
mean, where else are you gonna hear so suavely? Pardon my French. I just eat pussy. Other people need food.
Yeah.
You know, like, you're gonna.
He says it. He says it so. He says it so smooth that you don't even hear it.
Mhm. I definitely, you know, if I was drinking something, it would have been a spit take, but like at the same
Yeah.
time, you're like, nah, that's not what he said. Let's move on.
Yeah.
That's it again.
Yeah. All right. There we go. 2. Look at that. All right. Bryan.
Okay. Hello.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought I lost you. Okay. It's me, right?
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna stick. Okay, I'll try again. An upbeat song, and I'm picking this one, and hopefully it will find you. Mostly because Alyssa is a college student, and she parties.
Mhm.
So we're going with "Up All Night."
Nope.
Oh, no, I don't have it either.
Oh,
I was listening to that one right before y'all came on, and I considered throwing it in last second.
yeah, just well, we have a 20-year-old college student here. We got to have "Up All Night."
Well, you know what? The problem with that is I'm just a grandfather, honestly, and I go to bed at 9:30 every night.
She does.
I get up at 8 a.m. every morning. I like to have my coffee, and you know,
She
and
does.
like every other grandfather, I in the good AM am looking for 100 grandkids.
Oh, look at you. I mean,
Oh, look at you.
first of all, yes, I have it as well.
I don't have it.
That was smooth, Alyssa, to be
Thank
able
you.
to
Yeah.
to be able to play your song right off the back. That's I appreciate that. I wholly
That was a great
appreciate
segue.
that. Yeah. Without having to wait for the we got 2 theirs though. So
Yeah, got to.
as a matter of fact, I think we are just one away from NTP being out. So all right. 100 Grandkids has 2, and we're back around to me. Oh boy. See, I can't be as confident as Alyssa just was.
Yeah.
How about, you know, I'm gonna take a big swing here. If you guys don't have it, I understand, because it's I don't want to say it's on left field, but this is to the point, Bryan, you were talking about earlier, where like if you listen to this, you don't know this dude's a rapper, which to me
Right.
is a testament to the musicianship. It's the testament to the artist. So I had to have something like this here, and this is the one. I probably have a couple others, but this is the one that's like I'm hearing in my head right now. That's on me.
No.
No, that's just you.
That's just me. So here I got to play a little bit of it because
Yeah.
it just could not. I couldn't get away from it. It's kind of pretty.
Yes. Yes.
And you know, not this song specifically, but like the funny part is, like, those last 3 records, I know I keep going on and on and on about those last 3 records, but I got I got a vibe of like where Harry Styles is right now with his most recent record. Like the same kind of vibes that I get from Circles and from Swimming. Like I know the artistry is different. Like Mac and Harry are definitely, way different. But like musically, like they're not that far apart. And I've become a huge Harry Styles fan of late. So like to be able to tie that in and feel that going into these last couple records of Mac, it was a good thing. That's the best way I can put it. So
Oh yeah.
all right, Bryan.
Okay. All right, so I don't know how to pronounce this. I don't know if this is 3 letters or 1 word, but I'm going with ROS or Roz.
Rain or shine.
Rain.
Not have it.
Okay.
I don't either.
It's got everything. It opens with that piano, and then it has a rap, and it's got everything. Wow, that's one of my starred ones.
I considered it yesterday driving around. I was giving Good AM a re-listen. It was great. It's a great song.
All right.
Yeah.
Alyssa?
All
right, let me go with something really, really weird here. And I'm not gonna be surprised if it didn't make anybody's list, but I've got Avian on the watching movies with the sound off.
Oh. No.
That song, I don't know what it is about it, but it just really, really sticks with me.
Mm-hmm. That was just a casualty of me thinking I was going too much with his weird stuff. When I say I'm not sure where some of the other ones went, I know for a fact Avian was 21. And I know for a fact that it only got cut because I was like, there's no way no one else has this. It's not like his other stuff. I think I can find common ground later on this record. I was listening again. This one, I struggled not finding room for. Like as I was listening to the playlist, I'm like, there's got to be room for this. And then like I'm listening to it, I'm like, I love it, but nobody else is gonna have it. Alyssa here to prove me wrong. So
I had your back and you just dropped me.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It was that or Aquarium going on for me, so I don't know.
Okay. Let's see. All right, let me go back to Blue Slide Park. Let's see if we can't find something here. How about PA Nights?
Yes.
No. No, there's so many songs, but honestly, there's so many songs with a rock beat on that album that like you can just throw a dart. Like, and that's what I had to do. I had to just throw a dart at the ones that
Yeah.
I had to throw a dart at like the upbeat songs.
Yep. Yeah. All right. Well, the dart didn't hit that one, but if you want to throw another dart, it's your turn, Bryan.
I'm going to throw another dart at another Blue Slide song, and I'm hoping Alyssa picked this because she knows. Again, this is a rock song. This is a 90s rap rock. This is like Limp Bizkit. Went with A Smile Back.
Nope.
Oh my God.
I can't save you. I cannot
Wow.
save you.
all my songs with a little star next to it are getting cut.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna finish off my Blue Slide Park picks with the song that I thought was a little more important than Smile Back. It's Missed Calls.
Oh,
I thought that vulnerability was important on that album.
You're so right. I somehow completely whiffed on that one first go around. And I was again, this kind of explains the expanse of the discography here. Is I don't even think Missed Calls made my first pass. And so like as I'm listening to all of Blue Slide before you guys came in, you know, I'm listening to everything and I'm like, okay, yeah, I feel good about not having this one. I feel okay about not having this one. And Missed Calls comes up and I'm like, did I just whiff? Like, and then, you know, I'm thinking, well, do I make room? I was like, well, Bryan said this was his favorite, so maybe he's got it. I have no idea where Alyssa. I wholeheartly agree with your assessment of the vulnerability. I think we whiffed here, and I think that you know, who am I to say, you know, who does what with their final say? But I think this might be my final say if I get it.
yeah, especially because you know when you go through Blue Slide Park, and when at the time you wouldn't know, but when you compare Blue Slide Park the album to his later stuff, it's way less mature.
Mm-hmm.
But then you see a few glimpses of the future Mac Miller, and it's in that song.
Yes, it absolutely
So like,
is.
it ties Blue Slide to the rest of his discography because you're kind of like, you know, you go from this like immature, you know, up all night rap guy to just vibing about his feelings, and it's that was a swing and a miss.
Yeah, I think we whiffed there. So, all right. So that was Alyssa. So we're back around to me. Let me see what I got left here. 1, 2. At least we got a couple rounds, I think, left.
I have a lot.
Yeah. All right. So this was the only other answer I got when I asked, you know, what songs are essential. This was so I'm leaning here and seeing if the listeners pointed me right. How about Small Worlds?
I don't have it, and that's one of
No.
my favorite songs, and it really, really is a good song.
Wow. I do not have it.
It's another one of those ones where if I didn't wholeheartedly believe that there was not a better, but a more important song to be put on from Swimming, that would have been on the list automatically.
So I'll tell you guys what kept me here. I need to go back to, I'm going to turn it up a little bit because you got this intro made me think of Benny and the Jets immediately.
Mm.
And and I was like, huh. I was like, okay, so like if I can get tied to something else, it's already going to sit somewhere in my head because I have a tie to it. This is one of those songs that I kept because it makes me think of like the Harry Styles type stuff. So, all right, it gets one. It goes into the trash. That's all right. It happens. All right, Bryan.
Okay. So I'm gonna try. I can't remember who had What's the Use along with me, but I'm going to try to find that person with funk once again because I'm a big funk fan, and when the beat drops in ladders, I mean, this had double star. There's 2 stars next to ladders on my list, so I hope someone has it.
You missed me, Dad.
Same.
Oh my god! When that beat comes, I don't. Okay, I can't even.
You know what? I really had some bigger things at play with Swimming, and I think that unless you have something else you wanted to say about it, I want to show you things.
It's just you know, I was trying to get, because he has a couple of songs with that funk in them, so I wanted to. I mean, What's the Use has 2, but like I wanted to get. Maybe I got greedy, trying to get 2 funk songs in there.
I think just to kind of back Alyssa here, I think without necessarily doing it on purpose, I think that is what was separating the Swimming in Circles songs for me, is realizing, yes, I love this, but is there something, to use Alyssa's words, more important? Something where the words, I think maybe that is the differential between those last 3 records. Is I think I leaned more on, is he saying something here, versus, because I could easily get lost in the wash of the music of the last 3. Again, I'm not trying to wash balls here. Those last 3, I got lost in. So,
Right.
All right, Alyssa.
So one of those bigger things at play, you know what? I honestly feel like we can't not have this on, at least out there, if not on the list. It's the final song Mac Miller released as a living, breathing human being, and that's So It Goes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I got it.
I didn't know it was his last song he wrote well, I didn't find out he died until after, but
It's
yeah, I
song
don't
on the
have.
Swimming album. It may not have been the last one ever written, but
Right.
when you're hearing Mac Miller alive and well, you're hearing, well, not well, you're hearing about the detriment his drug abuse is causing on his relationship. He's got a DUI, he crashed his car, and then you're listening to that album all the way through, and you hear So It Goes, and then that's it. You find out less than a year later, I don't remember when he passed, he's gone forever. And that album was up for a Grammy, and they flew his parents out just to take that Grammy away from him. And So It Goes.
So It Goes.
It had to be said.
This is off topic, Alyssa, but you need to listen to Jar Flies. you wanna listen to an album, right? Just you wanna hear an album about being upset about drugs.
Yeah.
Jar Flies by Alice in Chains nutshell will put you into a whole nother way of living.
Absolutely. All right, so has 2, or So It Goes rather has 2. We're back around to me,
Okay.
and where are we at? Like 2, I think 2 through. Yeah, wow.
We have only 2. Yeah.
But, we have 9 in the convo, so we still have like 8 cuts that need to be made. I should have went with 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 left. 8 left, rather.
I have 9 left.
I have 9 left.
Okay.
I think as well.
So we'll do a couple more rounds here, and then we'll dump out.
Yeah.
I think like maybe 4 sounds about right. Let me. Well, I know Alyssa's out there, so let me. Let's go to Good AM. How about brand name?
No.
No, I cut it for One in Rome.
C'est la vie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of that from here on out.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Let me find it on the list. Here. Oh my God. There it is. All right, Bryan.
Okay. So I have 2 that I really want to play. Okay. So I tried to go outside the box of this song is not rap. And off circles, I'm gonna go with Everybody.
Yeah, I got it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. So good. That piano, very jazz band, very jazzy when it starts with the piano. You just picture Mac sitting at a piano in a smoky room.
Well, you want to know what's special about that is that's not even Mac Miller's song. It's Arthur Lee.
No?
It's off Vindicator by Arthur Lee in 1972.
Oh,
Oh, well, I'm glad Justin didn't know that because he doesn't like covers.
But
well,
he
look,
makes it his own. He does.
absolutely. And
Yeah.
to further that point, look, I know I've somehow gotten that reputation on this show. I would prefer to not
Yeah.
put a cover through, but
Right, obviously.
sometimes I wouldn't have known. Like, there's no way I would have
Right.
known. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, if it wasn't so good, if this was ever in jeopardy of hitting the cutting floor, and I would have looked at the credits, then maybe.
Right.
But like when I
Yeah.
first heard it, it was already on, like, you know, this is at least in my top 25. And then when I came back to it, I'm like, this is in my top 21. And then I'm like, oh, I think it's actually in my like top 15. It ended up like somewhere in my top 10. It was never going to get cut, is my point. So like,
Yeah, this has a star next to it.
it's so good. All right. So, I mean, look,
It is.
and this also shows
And
that he can do covers.
Yeah. Yeah. And it hits that this is not rap.
Mhm.
This is not rap. This is not folk. This is not, I don't know what it is. It's you know, it just shows more of, you know, he's just so musically involved.
All right.
Very good.
Very good. We got 3.
So
Look at
bluesy.
that. All right.
3.
Alyssa?
Let me finish my movies with the sound off, and this is another kind of weird one, and I'm hoping to at least hit my dad with it, but it's G's.
No.
Sorry. No, I cannot save you.
That one, you know what? Sometimes I drive a Monte Carlo SS, like a 2000. So sometimes I just like to blast those speakers, roll the windows down, and sound like a D-bag out loud. And that's my song.
I couldn't.
That's one of those I'm shaking all of campus.
Yeah.
I was listening to so most of the time I listen to these playlists like as I'm picking my son up from school. So like I'm listening to this. I'm this old ass white man
Oh boy.
from my son's school. My son is 13. And so I'm like, huh. Like, I mean, like what you like, obviously. But
Yeah.
I'm also thinking, you know what? I don't want to embarrass my kid either. So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that one could get you stuck about 500 yards away from the school if you played it loud enough. So.
all right, we're back around to me. Shoot. All right. How about I'll go back to Divine Feminine. How about Stay?
No,
No.
I love Stay. I do.
Oh, that was there. It was there. I don't know what happened to it, but
No, I think we're in that point, you know, where you
I think I didn't want to have the moaning at the end of my song added in there. So I
yes,
cut it.
there were a couple I cut just because of that.
Stay and Skin. I love the song Skin, but I can't sit through 30 seconds of sex noises with my father. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
She won't watch Orange is the New Black with me.
I'm not gonna lie. There were definitely a couple times I'm listening. I'm like, man, I'm doing this with a dad and his daughter. Like this, this could get weird.
Yeah, well, there was a song that I cut just because they had one line that I just couldn't get past.
Yeah.
All
right.
But it happens. We'll see if it comes up.
Yeah, Stay gets 1. All right, you're up, Bryan.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back to swimming. I'm gonna go with a big vibe song. I'm gonna put some money on the weather, and I'm going with Wings.
Got it.
Okay. I don't, but it's got 2.
I figured if I was gonna hit Alyssa with lyrics, I was gonna hit her with that one.
You sure did.
I put some money on the weather.
We're in for it. We are.
I'm forever. I'm forever. Put some money on forever.
All right.
That's what
Alyssa?
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna it's heads or tails for me right now on what I want to go next, because I know that I could hit each of you individually with these. Let me hit the funk section here a little bit on Soulmate from the Divine Feminine.
Oh, no, I don't have it.
No.
No.
All right. I guess you guys are not my soulmates.
Again, that record, I probably could have made a case for just about anything.
Oh yeah.
So it's just kind of like, what do I pick?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll do one more round and then we'll dump out. I think that sounds about right.
All right.
Which record is this? Let's look at circles here. How about Complicated?
Nope.
Very complicated indeed.
Yeah. Circles was tough for me because so much there, this was released after he had already, this was at least after he already died.
Yeah.
Which I didn't find out until afterwards.
Yeah.
That he was dead. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sure Alyssa would know if he recorded Circles as an album or if it was something that people had put together, or but there was a lot of vibing on Circles. I had to cut down what he could vibe.
Yeah, I don't know. My only guess was, and I mean I'm sure there's somebody out there who does know, is that this was their attempt at trying to get him his so deserved Grammy when they snubbed him on Swimming. So I don't know. It sounds like a lot of admittance went into this album and understanding fault, but it's a great album regardless of whether it was meant to be heard or not.
All right.
It's definitely like a rainy day album.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's raining out. You just put on Circles and you can just catch a vibe.
All right.
Okay. Where do I find you guys? Oh boy. So I had one that I was gonna play. Justin said he wasn't big on the features, but I love CeeLo Green. I love him. I think he's incredible. So I'm going with We off Feminine.
I don't have it.
Nor do I.
Love We.
Look, I do. I love me some CeeLo, and when you had CeeLo there with Mac, it was just like a perfect mix for me.
I'm not gonna front, and he may have atoned for this, but again, this discography, those last three records especially, were tight. It's tough. So like I'm looking for anything. I was like, oh, he's got CeeLo Green. I love CeeLo, but he did have some like really awful things to say about rape not that long ago. So let's.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
See, I'm not big into Twitter or stuff, so I had no idea.
I mean, when I say recently, I mean probably like 6-7 years ago. It was a while ago, which is why I'm not sure if he's atoned for it or not. But I was like, oh, gotcha. I have a reason. So
there you go.
All right. Alyssa?
I know we're getting close to dumping, and I think that this is a really, really important song, and it is genuinely one that makes me tear up every time I hear it. And that is Perfect Circle / Godspeed.
No.
And if I don't think we're gonna make it to 5 at this point, but if I had that shot, that's going in there. It's the middle of the album, if you look at Good AM, it's like the true middle of the album, and in the true middle of the song, he fully admits to his addiction and how, you know, he doesn't want to die and have people have to call his mom and tell them that there's more they could have done, but they just didn't. And he's telling everyone, you know, I don't want to die this way. I want to get better. And then he never does. And it is a truly devastating song if you listen to it all the way through and really, really listen to it.
I'm ready to burn down the room.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry.
All right. Well,
no, and like I said, this is her. She's into lyrics.
Yeah.
She's got attached to lyrics first.
Mhm.
So I should have played her more, but I didn't.
You should have taken that into consideration when I told you yesterday I was listening to my playlist and I started tearing up.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
All right. So I only have 4 left, I think. It might.
Oh, wow.
It might be 5, but I'll start right at the top. Blue Slide Park.
Yes.
All right. So that's got a 2. This conversation is going to. It's going to be a lot.
Yes.
All right.
It's an opener.
Yeah.
Well, it's not quite the opener, but it's the opener.
Yeah. And that should tell you something about Mac too, is I love when you get what you're supposed to get off the first track. And especially if the first song that you hear by the artist on the playlist. And that does do it. But I feel like he does there's so much growth. I was like, it didn't feel like the right lead off for me, I guess, is what I'm getting at.
Right.
I'll stay on that same record. How about Under the Weather?
No.
Okay. I know Alyssa was already out on that record. That's why I've been holding on to these for the dump out.
Yeah, I have a couple from Blue Slide too.
All right. Moving on to movies. How about suplexes inside of complexes and duplexes?
Nope.
That's a lot of fun to say.
No.
That is a lot of fun to say.
Yeah.
That's just it's a weird record. I'm glad we got the one, at least. All right. Next, I've got Jump.
No.
Nope. No.
Okay. And we're getting towards the end here. Jump. You can tell I kind of like reached for a couple. Actually, yeah, here's my exact last one. I Can See.
No.
No.
Oy.
Nope.
Oy, Dios mío.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tough.
yeah, but also the last thing we need is more stuff mucking up the conversation. So, all right, Bryan, if you want to dump out.
Boy, I almost picked 3 for the thing for unanimous too. So, okay, let's go with Rush Hour.
That was a late cut for me.
No. So you didn't have it.
No, I didn't.
Okay. I'm Not Real.
Nope.
Wow. Okay. Frick Park Market.
I didn't have any more Blue Slide.
Yeah, you're done on Blue Slide. Okay. Planet Goddamn.
No.
That's it. I'm out.
Really? Wow.
All right. Well, just for fun, Alyssa, you want to dump out whatever you got left?
I got Ascension.
Ooh. That was a really close one.
I was really hoping to hit you on this one, Justin. I have Congratulations.
I had that originally.
It's angelic and it's spoken word and I loved it.
Yeah.
I honestly think that ended up being the strike against it because now look, when I'm saying that, what I'm really saying is, hey, I need reasons to cut shit. So that's what I'm really saying. But yeah, I was like, okay, it's great. It's spoken word, as you mentioned, angelic. Like that is definitely something I would use to describe it. But dang comes in, and you're like I said, man, from dang to the rest to the end of what we chose, I was locked. So
Two more I've got, and this one was another finished with spoken word that I think is just perfecto.
yeah,
The fact that neither of you had that really hurts me. And then the last one that I had was once a day.
once a day. That one was. Look, I'm belaboring the point when I say, "Oh, that one was close," because look, those last three, I throw a stone, and I could have had it. All right, so we end up. I should have went with three. We end up with three objects in the mirror, dang, and everybody. That's a good start. And we have 11 that we need to trim down to 7. So that we've got 4 cuts we need to make here. Let me rearrange this list real quick, and then we will see where we're at here. All right, so the 11 that went through with 2s: Blue Slide Park, Party on Fifth Avenue, PA Nights, 100 Grandkids, When in Rome, My Favorite Part, Hurt Feelings, What's the Use, Wings, So It Goes, and Blue World. Maybe I'm speaking out of turn. I feel like I should probably give this to Alyssa, but like, I feel like So It Goes kind of probably should be in. I don't know how you feel about that, Alyssa, but to me, So It Goes kind of feels like it should have been a home run.
I'm willing to fight tooth and nail for So It Goes.
What do you think?
Yeah. I'm the one who didn't have it.
All right.
I think, right? Yeah, I didn't have it.
So you in? Let's do that.
Yeah, I'm in. Let's do it.
All right. So it's your first time here, Alyssa. I'm gonna give the next one to you. Like, if there's either one that you're like, okay, we absolutely need it, or one that you're like, cool that it got here, but this doesn't help us tell Mac's story. One of either. It's up to you.
I'm okay with letting When in Rome go if we got to cut real bad. I think that his competitive rap is great, but When in Rome doesn't really speak for him the way some of these other ones do.
Okay. Bryan,
I agree with that.
All right, so let's do that. Make it a little easier.
I'm
for
okay with
ourselves.
When in Rome.
Let's drop that.
Like I said, that was one of the bottom ones for me because like I like the verses were so good, but the chorus was a little too weird for me. So, but yeah, I'm okay with getting out When in Rome.
All right, so let's go the other way then, Alyssa. There's one. So if When in Rome is out, is there one that's still swimming around that you're like, man, I cannot believe that only got 2?
It's Party on Fifth Ave.
Yeah, that's my yes. I can fully I can fully say that I threw the darts at a wrong song, and Party at Fifth Ave should have been there. I was the holdout, and I'm definitely willing to put Party at Fifth Ave there.
All right, so that takes us up to 5. All right, so if you want to do the same, Bryan, if you want to drop one, add one, that's up to you. If you've got one that you're looking at.
So I really want to get so I missed on Ladders, but I'd like to see What's the Use.
Okay.
Because he does use that funk beat a bit. I don't think any of the other songs have a funk beat that we have so far. So I'm good with some. I would like to see What's the Use in there.
All right. I was the holdout.
And yeah, if we have, I mean, we have everybody, so it makes me okay with dropping Blue World, but at the same time, that's everybody's the only song off Circles we have
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in Blue World is only two Circle songs, which again are like a posthumous record. Okay, well I'm okay dropping Blue Slide Park if we have to.
Okay.
I do like the beat, but we do get more upbeat songs with Party on Fifth and What's the Use.
Mm-hmm.
So if we had to cut one of the upbeat songs, I'm okay with Blue Slide.
All right. So now comes the question. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now comes the question of album representation. Do we think that's important here? Because if it is, 100 Grandkids has to go in at this point because it's the only thing from Good AM. So
Yeah. Oh man, Good AM is one of my favorite albums too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Mac really focused on making sure, and this is something that you notice when you listen through back to back to back, that every single album flows into the next one. So album representation with him is very important.
all right. So putting 100 Grandkids in gives us 7, and it also covers all of our ground, I think. Yeah, we got Circles, we got Swimming, we got The Divine Feminine, and we got Watching Movies, and we got Blue Slide Park. Yeah, okay. So there's the album representation. We have 3 songs left between PA Nights, My Favorite Part, Hurt Feelings, Wings, and I left Blue World alive. So instinct on one that can go, or do you have a stronger instinct on one that should be in at this point?
Feelings, Wings, Blue World were all like my picks. I really like. Boy.
I'd be willing to vouch for Hurt Feelings since I'm the one who didn't have it, if that makes it easier for anybody.
Yeah, I think we have to. I think a good choice to make is between Wings and Hurt Feelings.
Okay.
Because they. See, I wrote like a note next to Hurt Feelings. Now I can't read what it says. There was like a lyric that hit me. And I can't read what I wrote. Different something. I don't know what I wrote. But next to Wings, I did write. I put some money on Forever because I just liked it. Boy.
Well, I mean, if you're looking at just beats alone.
God, I love this. I love them. I love them both. This is like choosing between like Alyssa and Abby.
Well, what don't we have covered here? Like,
Okay.
we've shown a lot of Mac, but have we shown everything there is to show? Is the question. So,
right.
So what do we got? We got Weird, Objects in the Mirror, which is weird, but not really. Dang, very smooth.
Right.
We got Everybody, So It Goes, Party on Fifth Avenue, some upbeat. What's the Use? We got some funk, 100 Grandkids. So that's the 7 that are in.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's grab Hurt Feelings. All right, so now it's the final cut. It's between PA Nights, My Favorite Part, and Blue World. Does anybody?
I think I'm okay. I think. Oh man, I love Blue World. I am My Favorite Part. I think I'm okay with cutting PA Nights because we do have some upbeat stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
but is adding Blue World making this list too much of a downer?
Oh,
Like, yes, he was very proud of Pittsburgh, and so yeah. That's true. And we didn't take we didn't take the song Blue Slide Park,
yeah,
which is literally a park in Pittsburgh.
yeah. All right.
So if we want to represent Pittsburgh, because he represents Pittsburgh, it's a big part of his life. So big part of his identity. So yeah, I'm okay with taking PA Knights.
All right. And then it's really the question is between my favorite part and Blue World.
Oh man.
I mean, to me, like it's all his stuff was so good that like not that I didn't notice the features, but like they didn't weigh on my decisions like hardly at all. So to me, it's cool if I mean because we already got Dang was unanimous, and that's got Anderson .Paak on it. So
Right. I mean, I picked both these songs, so I mean, I'm happy with either one. Honestly, I believe Alyssa was the holdout in my favorite part, which she at first said that was the song that got her into Mac Miller. So if that was your gateway song, then maybe this could be someone else's gateway song.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I Plus it has Ariana. She's an absolute queen. I I see now I'm leaning towards my favorite part over Blue World, even though I love Blue World. Blue World has a star next to it.
So this is the part of the show where Justin says, I highly recommend making a playlist of everything we say. And,
Exactly.
and listen to our 10 first, and then listen to everything that didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
I can't. If I'm being fair here, I got to play at least a little Blue World, because my favorite part. Oh God, man, like. The one advantage already that I'll give to my favorite part is you get right to it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a build up to Blue World.
And so the question is, does that matter at this point?
Hmm. Oh man. That made it hard.
So I'm sorry, my favorite part is more of like that smooth side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where this is more leaning towards your traditional hip hop side.
Right. Yeah. I'm good with going with my favorite part.
Okay.
I think that's the way to go.
All right, let's do that. And then that gives us 10. Sort sheet. And I'll make sure that's 10. And then we'll crank up the heat here. So here's our 10. Objects in the Mirror. Dang. Everybody. So It Goes. Party on Fifth Avenue. What's the Use? 100 Grandkids. Hurt Feelings. PA Nights. My favorite part. Bryan, of those 10, which one is the one?
I know. How these are all different. If it were me, I don't know. For me, it's like, what's the use? Because that would bring me in. Because that's, oh man, It's got a little bit of everything to it. You got 100 grandkids. Objects in the mirror. Which one is the one? Boy.
Do you have an inclination, Alyssa? We'll come back to Dad.
I'm gonna say like, what's the use for now? It's just because it's one of my favorites.
All right.
Uh, yeah, what do you think? Because I'm stuck.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we have Hurt Feelings in there too, still, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because Hurt Feelings has a little bit of everything too.
So I'll tell you guys, my inclinations were objects in the mirror and Dang.
Yeah.
Number one, because they were unanimous, so like that says something.
Yeah.
Yep. I feel like, to Alyssa's point, we can't, with one song, we're not going to be able to nail what he is. So,
right.
The common ground was Objects in the Mirror, Dang, and Everybody was the other one. So, like, I don't know, like, Dang is smooth. The question is, do we think, to take this the next step further, which one stands a better chance with Fredo in the best of episode next year? With
Fredo, I have no idea.
I feel like maybe it's Objects in the Mirror, just because it's a little weird.
Yeah.
And like he might be able to sit through it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And
yeah, I'm definitely good with that because it tells his story.
Well, there we go. So let me there it is. And let's let it ride here. Objects in the Mirror is our number one. Dang, Everybody, So It Goes, Party on Fifth Avenue, I can read. What's the Use? 100 Grandkids, Hurt Feelings, PA Nights. My Favorite Part rounds out our 10. Let's let Objects in the Mirror get a moment in the sun. It's kind of pretty in a very different way. I wish I would have caught that, like what it is, before coming here, but Objects in the Mirror is our number one, and we have done it. We have turned you on to Mac Miller. You're welcome. You are welcome. We did the hard work for you. That's what this show is about. We do the work. All you have to do is push play. So if you would like to help, you can go to patreon.com/oh hi Justin. $1 a month gets you in the door. That would be appreciated. It gets you podcast episodes before the rest of the world. It gets you the after the fact that we're about to talk about. We're about to do one whole other podcast in like minutes, and you'll get that there. It also gets you access to certain channels in the Discord, which that's where other stuff happens. Just saying. You can go to legionstupid.com, and if you want to join the Discord without paying $1 a month, that's cool. I get it. There is a button at the top left. Click that, and you can join the Discord. Come play, come do numbers. All that stuff is cool. Would love to have you aboard for that. You can also click podcasts, click deprogrammed, and halfway down there's a sign-up sheet. Tell me what band or artist you want to come talk about, and we'll do it. That's how this happens, is people say, I want to talk about X, Y, and Z. all right, let's talk about XYZ. Because maybe we did a list that you don't like. That's cool. You can let me know about it. The best way you can help this show, though, is by telling somebody, hey, I listen to Deprogrammed. I would appreciate that more than words could say. And of course, we're a podcast, so that means we're on all podcast platforms. Subscribe, rate, comment. All those things are appreciated as well. And with that, Mac Miller, learn them and love them, people. We'll see you next week. Bye.